What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Neverwinter leveling stream number 2. It's been a pretty long, time since I did the stream. I think the last one was about, I don't know, 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, right before Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire hit. So, yeah, that would totally explain why I'm not doing this, but no, not really. I mean, everything happened. I fell sick, catching up with work, and I was doing that Path of Fire review as well. Circa Ely 4 has asked you to join the party. I'm not sure who this is. It could be Nick, or it could be Brian. I don't know. Let me just join that party and see what's up. I just got randomly invited to a party. I have no idea what's going on here. But in the meantime, let me just fill you up on what's been happening so far. Since 3 weeks ago, from the first leveling stream, what I've been doing in Neverwinter. I only stepped back in, I think, at the beginning of this week, after all my Guild Wars 2 stuff was done. Alright, just a sec here. Your party's waiting for me. That's what the thing says. Where? Where are they waiting for me? And who are these people? I'm in a group of Dershawn and Circa, and there's nothing in chat. So I have absolutely no idea what this party is. So I'm just gonna leave because that's totally distracting and I have no idea why it invited me in the first place. But hey, random pug invites at the start of my stream. How cool is that? Anyway, big hi to Punk in chat. Hey Punk, who needs snacks. Alright, now back on track. So as I was saying, this character that I'm on right now is called Havelheim. He's actually a dwarf. What is he? What is his class? He's a guardian fighter. This guy was actually my first character I created way back in 2013. When the game launched, I actually bought a Founders pack. I think I said this in the first stream as well. And then I never touched him. So this week what I did, besides leveling the review character that I started, was actually getting back on this guy and trying to just, find out where exactly he is in the world right now. What's his questing like? Where did I last stop? What kind of gear does he have? And I've managed to do all that. He's level 39, very, very close to getting to level 40. So I've just been having a little fun just catching up on him. And there's so much more stuff about Neverwinter that's coming back to me now, like the religion system, which is, casting your daily stuff and crafting as well. Wow, this guy keeps asking me for a group. Hey, if the person that's inviting me to a party is actually in chat right now, can you let me know in chat that that's actually you? Because I don't know why you're inviting me to the party, and I'm actually not interested, because I've got to get on to my character, which I'm going to do right now. Let's go ahead and change characters. Let's go on Adrian, and let's see where he is right now. There we go, Adrian. I'm level 21. In the first stream, I stopped at like level 9. I was doing the Black Lake area, I think that's what it's called. Black Lake District was the first module or play map, as I like to call it, because Neverwinter is very linear. So, at a certain level, you complete one area, then you move on to the next area and the next area. So it's very linear in that way. There's no sandboxy stuff at all. It's just a typical theme park MMO. And below him, I've got Havelwind as well. I created this Trickster Rogue just to refresh myself about whatever I missed in the opening, first few levels since that 3-week hiatus. Because if you actually go back and watch the first stream, I was having internet issues, I was having ping issues, so I wasn't actually enjoying the tutorial experience, so I had to go back and make another character and go through that again. That's just how serious I take my reviewing process, because that's what this is all about. If you're here watching this for the first time, then why I do these leveling streams for is because it all leads up to a big review, an in-depth review about this MMO for this year. I'm going through, reasons to play it, essentially, why this game is good and why the game is bad. So if you're new here, that's exactly what this stream is all about. It's just taking me from, level 0, essentially, all the way up to level cap. So here I am, a lot more advanced now. Let's just go back down here to Sergeant Knox. This is Protectus Enclave, just a refresher course for you folks who actually don't play Neverwinter. This is the main hub, regardless of whatever race you picked, whether you're drow or human or whatever you are. this is where you're going to start in Protector's Enclave in Neverwinter. So it has everything. It's got your banks, it's got your stable, your marketplace, and all that good stuff. So Sergeant Knox is like the main dude, your main quest giver. Is going to give you all the quests, taking you from the various different maps all over Neverwinter. So he's like your main contact person that you want to come back and look for new quests for. So I've actually already taken a bunch of new quests, and this one's just
I have a friend among the
let's see what this
priests
is.
of Ogma
Seek
who has
out
been filling me in
Elder
on some
Reader
very
Laris at the Sage
old
Shop in
and
Protector's
powerful
Enclave to
magic
learn about
items.
magical
He
artifacts.
calls them.
I will do that later.
He's learned the resting place of some of these.
Right. So as for what I have now, I'm doing currently. Can I zoom out to a different map here? No, I cannot. The only way to like see the world map is if you actually go to a door, which leads out of the city. And I also got a brand new horse. This is a much better horse than like the starter horse. I think Brian or Nick or Horny Templar or all these aliases, he gave me a horse because I bought the Founders Pack all those years ago. I looked in my mail and it actually comes with a horse, a better horse. So you do have this thing called stables where you'll collect all the various different horses, which you can get through like RNG loot boxes, or you can just buy them, or they come through events and whatever. So this is the one that came with the Founders Pack. It's the Medium Adventurers horse, and you can slot a whole bunch of things on them just to like make your movement speed go faster, or put some power on it and stuff like that. So I've been using this horse. It's pretty fast. It's getting me around the world really cool. And before I head out, I should probably pray as well. So Neverwinter has this mechanic, right? You know, at the beginning of the character creation, you get to pick like which god you follow, which god you pray to, and that actually has benefits because in this blue circle, I mean, it's sort of like your campfire, right? If you take damage, this is where you go to just to like heal up and get rid of minor injuries and stuff like that. And this is also where you come to invoke the power of the deity. If you look at the top right here, you've got this button called Invocation. So you may invoke Kalimvor here, and Kalimvor is the god that I chose, right? And Control I is the key, so I'm just going to do it real quick. So that's me praying. And that's the bonus or buff that your character will get. You've got your 36 experience points. There's a bonus to Astral Diamonds, and I'll talk about this later on in the stream. A bunch of 2 different currency coins here, which will be important for picking up some gear at this stage of where I'm at, like level 20, level 39. I don't know how useful these things are. Give me a couple of weeks and I should be able to give you guys more information. And then you've got the Invocation Blessing, which is like a minor boost or whatever. And you can see the next blessing is in 15 minutes. So if you're gonna play for like 4 hours in a day or whatever, just make sure you keep an eye at the top right here to see when your next blessing is gonna be, and then you just like either find a campfire with the blue rings, or in your inventory you should have a bunch of portable altars, which kind of drops from mobs or drop dungeons, or you can even buy them. So if you're out adventuring in a play map and you have no access to this kind of things, you can just put one down and get that stuff, because it's really handy. That experience points, now if you look at my experience bar down here, the purple, you'll see that I'm right here, and then these, the darker shade of purple, is actually, it works like rested experience for those of you that do play MMOs that have that mechanic, where, you know, you've got bonus XP to burn, so I'm earning 2 times experience multiplier just by praying. So that's a mechanic. If you're a new player, you want to be aware of. You want to, you know, pray to your god every couple of minutes or so. Alrighty, checking chat here. Punk says, no, I've been sleeping in a washing bin, because Punk in chat right now, who, you know, is a regular here in all the streams, he doesn't have a bed, so that's kind of funny. Punk says he looks like a dwarf, but not the fantasy version. If you're talking about the first character that I logged in, yes, he is a dwarf. I specifically made him a dwarf because, I don't know, that was 2013 when I created that character, so please do not ask me why. I just did not have the heart to delete him because, you know, that's the first character ever that I had here. Next thing that I should talk about is, so from Monday this week all the way up to like Friday, I've been logging in Neverwinter and doing what I can. And here's something I want to point out. Protector's Enclave, like a lot of people are here, right? Because this is the main hub. And the thing I noticed the most is that this area, more than any other play maps in the game, gives me the most FPS stutters and, you know, FPS drops. Like I totally forgot what the hotkey is to show your FPS counter or your ping counter. But I tell you, man, this Protector's Enclave is absolutely... It kills my FPS. So during the stream, you might see like stutters and you might see freezes on screen. That is not my computer at all. I'm running a very, very good gaming rig here. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So far, it's been alright. So far, it's been smooth. Okay, hang on here. What's this? You have a special waypoint set. You must clear on the map before. I don't have a special waypoint set. What do you mean? Let's just clear that real quick. Alright, so you put something down the map, you will not be able to see where you want to go. I'm just essentially looking for like one of those main doors out. I'm still, because I've been playing Guild Wars 2 a lot, and you know, a whole bunch of MMOs for the Halloween festivals. My ability to juggle all the different keybinds is killing me. So I'll have to get back into the groove here. But yeah, I've gotten very used to this class now. This is the Oathbound Paladin that I'm playing right now. Alright, so we're going out of Protector's Enclave into my current play area. So in stream number 1, I was in the Black Lake District. This is like one of the first maps that you go to and do like the opening intro quests and stuff. The story, everything, you know, even though it's not what's the word I'm looking for? Sandboxy. Like, you can't really go anywhere you want because like if you want to go to Icewind Dale, it'll tell you it's too difficult, and you'll see it's in red. And then there are some that requires unlocks. Like you got to do specific quest chains later on, or you got to do certain campaigns, which is what they're called, which is just later sort of like DLC expansions, but you don't pay any money for them. They're completely free. You just need to hit the level requirement to do them. I can't travel to a lot of places, so yeah, Black Lake District was the first one that new players will have to do, and then they move on to the Tower District, which is between like level 10 all the way up to like 19, I believe. Black Dagger Ruins is where I'm currently at, so let's go ahead and go back there and continue my questing. But honestly, like, people tell me, you know, boring, blah blah blah, da da da. I've actually had some fun, and I will explain exactly why. And if I wasn't having fun, I would honestly put out a video saying, guys, I've stopped the leveling streams for Neverwinter because I'm not having fun. It's just boring. It's the same thing that you know, I experience with games like Revelation Online, for example. That's an Asian MMO. I'm just gonna kill stuff here. In that game, I remember doing just like one stream, and then I was like, holy shit, I'm done with this because there's absolutely nothing there for me. Okay, so I've got two quests. One is the Hidden Cave, and the other one's to the Sea Cave. I'm going to do the Hidden Cave one because it's right there. So objectives and stuff, when you pick up a quest, they're always going to be in your map. So it's not like, oh, I've got to go and find this thing on my own or whatever. I'm sure you can turn off like the glowy pathfinding things, because that is a common feature found in Asian MMOs that I don't enjoy. I actually don't care that it's here, honestly. So I just follow that. And every map, if you look at the right side, you'll see the quest tracker, right? There's an activity that happens every once in a while on a map. Like this one, on this map, there's a spy catcher activity, which is basically capture bandit spies. So there's going to be like bandit spies all over the map, and players will go around just trying to find them. And after the duration is up, you hit the X key, and then you'll see like all the players taking part and what their score is. And there is some benefit, I think, to taking part in these activities. I think you do get some experience points and some currency. I can't be too sure. I did a couple in other maps, but those were just like side distractions. It's just, to me, it's just like another fetch quest kind of thing, but it's competitive because you actually see the other players you're competing against, and their scores are up there as well. It's not something I do, but I'm just showing you it's there. Alright, there's that FPS stutter. It's happening. It's happening. Right, I've been streaming for like 15 minutes now. Let me know if the audio is alright, or if the music's coming across too loud, or in-game sounds are too loud, and I will adjust that. Alrighty, that thing on the ground there, that is a loot box, Neverwinter's lock boxes or RNG boxes, and my god, do they drop like nuts. I mean, I think, was it Thursday or Wednesday, I counted, I picked up like 15, and I've got a total of 30 just sitting in my bag. You know, it's a trope of a free-to-play MMO. Lock boxes, loot boxes, they will always drop. Neverwinter has a different variety of such, and of course you need to buy the key in the store and everything, but I did get like a couple of free keys when I hit like level 20 or something, and I got another mount from that. Now this guy, which you may have seen moving around beside me, I named him Ghost. This is my companion. So Neverwinter has this thing where you don't fight alone when you're out doing PvE on the landscape. You can actually acquire companions which will fight alongside you. They do offer some buffs and boons. Where you find them is in your character sheet, and you hit under companions, and then if you're a free player you will get 3 slots. How to acquire them, I think when you hit like level 16 or, oh man, probably getting the levels wrong, but it is part of the main quest story chain. Remember that Sergeant Knox dude that's in Protector's Enclave, the main guy? He will give you a quest to go and grab your first companion when you hit a certain level threshold, and you get to pick a few different archetypes, D&D archetypes. You got the control wizard type thing, which is what I took, which is Gandalf. I named him Gandalf because why the hell not? So he's sort of like the DPS, but you can also pick like a healer. You can pick like a tankier thing, and Ghost. Well, no, I mean a wolf. The dire wolf is just something I got for the founders pack that I bought in 2013, and he's a striker. He just does some good damage, and he also interrupts, which is kind of handy because a lot of I don't know what to call them, champion mobs, elite mobs, they do cast like spells and powerful attacks that if you stand in it in the red shit, you're gonna get hit pretty hard and become prone. Prone is another word for CC here in Neverwinter. So the direwolf actually does interrupt them before the bad stuff happens. So I just entered the sea cave. This seems to be like a mini dungeon romp of some sort, which is, you know, this game is full of mini dungeon romps. I mean, it's Dungeons and Dragons, for crying out loud. So a lot of the main story quests that I've been doing over the past week or so, they do have a lot of this mini dungeon stuff, and you actually have to like watch the ground and look out for like booby traps and stuff. And if you actually step on one, you'll get a minor injury debuff, which just doesn't go away, and it actually slows your character down, and they accumulate too. So the more traps you step on, you're only gonna get worse. So you have to like carry minor injury kits around whenever you're out in the world, so this just removed that injury. Or you could just spend some time staying in the campfire for like 30 seconds or whatever. Oh look, we have a kit over here. No, it's not a kit, it's a backpack. Potion of lesser healing, excellent. Potions do drop like candy. They drop for mobs all over the place, and they're in my hotbars 5, 6, 7, yeah. But I hardly ever use them because the Oathbound Paladin has this thing. My tab skill is like my class special skill, and it actually does heal me a lot, so I actually don't really use a lot of potions to heal. Now let's go do some combat. I'm holding down my left mouse for the basic attacks here. Right mouse is also basic, which I'm pretty sure I've covered in the first stream, but just, you know, just making sure that I say it to myself so I remember it. And you've got all these bunch of loots just popping about. I mean, they're normal quality. If they're like green, then you know it's of a better quality. If it's blue, it's better than green. And if it's purple, that's great. But these are just normal stuff. And what I've been doing is I don't pick this up. Like, I've only got 2 bag space. And as a free player, I've done some research. You're only ever gonna get 3 bags in this game. From what I could tell as a free player. If you want more bags, you'll have to either buy them on the store or, you know, get to level 70 and do your daily astral diamond grind, and then you can, you know, get some of the auction house or whatever. But if you don't want to do any of that, then you're probably gonna have to live with 3 bags, which means limited bag space. So don't pick up stuff that you know you're not gonna use. I'm certainly following that sort of mentality right now because, I mean, it is a review character. I don't need the gold and whatever. So Death Pledge, let's go ahead and jump in there and use some of my encounter skills, which are the red skills on my combat bar. Some of them do good stuff, and as you level up, you know, you'll get points to spend them in your boons and your feats. Yeah, scroll of identification. We've already covered that in the first stream. Some of the gear you pick up will have like a question mark on them because you don't know what it is, which is kind of silly. I hate that mechanic, honestly. I don't like it. But it's one of the more useful stuff that I totally recommend picking up. Oh, achievement, Null Slayer. Excellent. He has nothing of import, so let's just go on and kill someone. Alright. There we go. So, unidentified item, green belt. I'll take stuff like that. Oh, we've got a big bandit officer, but my wolfie, let's just see how much damage my wolf does. I mean, for the most part, he just stands there, but then he attacks, and he actually does some pretty decent damage on his own. So I could just, like, you know, chill back and watch my wolf go to work. It's a pretty cool companion. And yeah, about companions too. They do. Oh, let's pick that up. I'll go over enchantments in a bit. Yeah, companions do have experience leveling bars. So you can see at the bottom here, he has his own experience bar, and they do have levels. Your companions can get levels, and once they've hit the threshold here, you have to send them to training, and that's gonna take some time. Like, it depends on your level. If your wolf is high enough, it could go all the way up to, like, I think the max for this particular companion I have, it says right there is 35. So let's just see how long this is gonna take. I wish they told me how long it's gonna take. It does. So this is gonna take about an hour for this guy to train. Sorry about that. Some motorcycle just passed by. So yeah, 52 minutes. Of course, you can speed it up if you use your astral diamonds, which is what this icon thing here is. And astral diamonds are, they're the #1 currency in Neverwinter. It's their premium currency, but it's not just premium. It's their universal currency. Strange enough, like gold has use in this game. Gold, silver, copper has use to buy basic stuff, but beyond that, gold is, it's weird because I think gold has absolutely no use in this game, but astral diamonds is absolutely needed. So I'm gonna send Ghost away to get some training, and now I can't summon him, and he's completely gone from the landscape. So what I do is I will take turns between training them. So when Ghost is gone, I'll bring out Gandalf, who's level 10, and his max level is 20. And Gandalf is a little darker here, but that's totally fine because he kicks ass as well. Now, let's go and recover old Len's chest. And Len's just a pirate NPC in his zone that you're helping. Not see those spawn on the left. Excellent. Yeah, insignias drop too. Those are those come from the mobs in a particular map, and then there'll be like a bounty hunter on every map that's gonna, you know, offer you some goodies when you trade in those insignias. These are unidentified. Yeah, I'll take those. As long as they're green and they're handy, I'll take them because I can just sell them on later. We have a hexer over there. I hate hexers. Let's get rid of it fast. Great. And the loot just flies everywhere. I mean, during the week when I was, you know, questing a lot and just mindlessly killing stuff and everything, I had this thing where I was looking at it and being in combat, you know, you're spamming your buttons like that, and you're just moving from mob to mob to mob, and you watch them drop all over the place, and then you see all the loot dropping, and then it just came to me, like, I can see why people are saying that the combat system is fun. Like, the combat system is different from other MMOs, because the way I see it now, having, you know, been doing a bunch on my Guardian Fighter and on my Paladin, it's sort of like, it has, it's like a Diablo 3 type combat system, but in an MMO format where it's 3D, from a 3D perspective, or a third person's perspective. Because that's all it is. You're using a couple of basic skills, which is your left and right, and then you've got your encounter powers. One, you know, I've changed the key binding so it's 2, 3, and 4, so it may be different for you. It could be R, E, W, whatever. But that's exactly how I feel about it. It's like a you know, an actions, you know, point and click style RPG game in an MMO format, and that could be fun for a lot of people. I mean, it's completely different for me, which is why I've got no problems whatsoever. Oh, hang on. Let me just use my counter skill here and get rid of all of them at once. So yeah, the Paladin does have some pretty cool encounter powers that I love, but I've been in some dungeons at this point, and I can tell you right now, he's not a primary damage dealer. Like, I always come in second to last when it comes to damage dealers. There's better classes out there. I just like the survivability of this guy. It's almost like a trend. All the classes I pick in my MMOs that I play has to have self-heals, it's have to have shields, it have to have, like, if you look at the trend, I've got my Captain on Lotro, I've got my Guardian on Guild Wars 2, I've got the Templar and ESO, and, you know, Paladin now, so I don't know why. It's just wired to my brain that I have to play classes like these. Right, so once that's done, I'm heading back to Old Len over here. So before I go, I'm just gonna check chat real quick. Sorry, I've not been keeping an eye on chat. I've been talking a lot. Hey, hey. Alrighty. We got Crummy Crump in chat. Hey, Crummy, how you doing? He says hi, Adrian. Hey, Crummy. Sorry I'm getting too late. We've also got Graspy807. Hey, Graspy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. We've got Jay. Hey, Jay. Rico says, icon thing, looking icon thing. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I have to apologize. I've been having a pretty rough day. Pretty busy today, and also I just I started streaming late because I was watching a football game, which my team was losing, and then we got equal, and now we're winning, I think. So I was on edge. I need coffee. Ooh, that's a lot of sugar in that one. Alrighty. But yeah, Jay Pong, I mean, you guys are talking about last night's run. Last night, if you guys haven't seen it, it was a 5-hour Halloween MMO special. I was supposed to jump around 4 MMOs to do the Halloween quests, but I only managed to do 3 because the ESO dungeon ROMs were hilarious. And Punk and Jay in chat, also Brian, who joined me last night, you know, that was super, super fun. That should be on my channel if you guys haven't watched it. But it's 5 hours long, so binge watch. Alright, so praying cooldown is done. Control I, and I'm going to pray again. And absolutely gives you XP. You totally saw my XP bar move. So again, I'm going to say it, if you're a new player, do not skip praying. And in real life too, if you're religious, it applies, I suppose. So this is the second blessing. Better. I've got more shared XP here, and this thing, Celestial Bag of Refining. I don't really recall what that is, so I'm just gonna have to open that and check. So that's it right there. The Celestial Bag of Refining contains a refining stone and indeterminate power. So I'm just gonna open that. And I have a limited time 15% off any refinement item. So this this is something I've never seen in other MMO before. Neverwinter drops in-game coupons. Like, this is an in-game coupon, and then you can right-click on it, and then you open the Zen Market, which is the Zen store. You can see I've got absolutely no Zen here. And then under the categories, like, you got refinement and blah blah blah, you'll have this little banner here that says, oh, you have a coupon to apply in this category. And then you can actually see where the coupon's actually useful. So that's pretty interesting. I'll never use it. I mean, it's not for me. I'm not I'm a player. I'm not exactly the Zen store consumer type thing, because I absolutely believe that I don't need to spend a dime to have some fun in Neverwinter, and that's what my review is hopefully going to prove to people.
Or I'll give you a whooping.
Right, the Hidden Cove.
My chest. Thank you kindly. It has all the letters my sweet Rohini wrote me back in my sailing days.
Yeah, he's overdoing it with the pirate accent. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or if the volume's too soft, but yeah, he's totally killing it with the pirate accent. Turn that in. I should hit level 22. Yep, there you go. And my rested XP is almost like up to 30%. So again, I can't stress enough. Pray, pray, pray every time the cooldown's off. So level 22, hit the U button, see what's new here. I've got one new PowerPoint, and this is where you spend your powers. I believe they open up at level 10 and level 20 and then 15, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and at all these intervals you'll open up new skills, passives, at will powers. So I'm just gonna go run down real quick. If it's green in color, that means that's your at will, which is your basic attacks, your left and right mouse button attacks. So those are green in color. The red ones are the encounter powers, which will be your, since I changed mine, I don't know what the default is, W-E-R maybe, and you can do them, you just have to click on them to know what leveling them up will do. So like I'm at rank 2, 15% extra damage for this one, Burning Light. So at rank 3 I'll get more damage. So I like the the build or the customization that I'm offered every time I level up, because this is actually, for me at least, this is making me think a lot about what kind of build I want to use, because I know if I screw up now, I'm probably gonna have to pay some money to respec my character. I'm not sure. If there's anyone who played Neverwinter here that knows that, you can totally let me know. But I think it should be like Astral Diamonds if you want to reset, or if you actually screw up, putting your points into stuff. So I'm at level 20 now. I've got Oath Strike, which I have not unlocked. This one is you strike your foe with a quick flurry of blows. The final strike with this power changes based on your oaths. Now I'm kind of happy with what I have: Radiant Strike and Valorous Strike, which I think this one is not at rank 3, so I'm just gonna make it rank 3 because my at-wills are my most used skills, left and right mouse buttons, so I might as well just level them up. Feats, on the other hand, are these just like a separate leveling power thing. I've got an ant crawling up my hand. What the hell? Where did the ants come from? But yeah, so you'll get to spend your heroic points in here. I believe this is what they're called, and these offer some buffs as well. Like for example, I've gone into Divine Call, now generates more. I've also went into at-will powers, deal more damage, which is your left and mouse left and mouse buttons. So it's just really good stuff that you want to look into and spend your points on. And the more you spend, the higher this thing goes, and then you'll actually be able to go into one of these paragon trees, which solidifies what archetype you are, basically. So at the very beginning, you are like the Oathbound Paladin. Yeah, it's sort of like a tanky healer. It's a paladin, right? That's the archetype. But as you get more levels and stuff, and you spend more points, and then you get your paragon, you then tweak what your specialization essentially is going to be. So like light, this is about healing. Bulwark is about tanking and taunting, which if you want to be a tank. And then finally Justice, which is about disrupting foes with interrupts and destroying them with Holy Radiance. So that's what I'm kind of looking into getting. So I just need to spend more points here. So what's this? You receive more healing, and the top one here is auras have a increased radius, and paladins do have stuff that use auras, like the healing dome and whatever. I don't group a lot here, so I don't care about that. Steadfast, each point of constitution now grants an additional maximum hit point. Nope. Wisdom increases healing. Nope. Each point of charisma now increases your critical chance. That's tough. I'm probably gonna do that, I suppose. And commit. And done. Dismiss this thing. And let's see, does he have another quest? No, he does not. So I am free to move on to carry on the main story, which is the sea caves here. And I would actually recount the main story for you right now of this map. The honest truth is I don't remember it. Because that's the sort of that's been my experience in Neverwinter so far. I'm having, in a way, fun with fighting mobs, gathering loot, gaining experience, leveling up my character, watching him grow. And the story is just something to get by. Like, sure, there's bad guys that you need to protect, the town of Neverwinter from, and some of these characters do branch out into the different maps, and then you follow them. But the finer details of the quest storyline, it's not memorable enough for me. It's not in depth, or it's not as engaging as other AAA MMOs, So in that regard, I don't mind it too much, because all that says about that is it's a very casual MMO. Alright, while this thing loads and patch, I will check chat. Oh my god. I am totally missing out. Hang in there, guys. What are you guys talking about here? They're still talking about tanks. Jay says, as if Jerem got called the worst healer on the NA. That's funny. Yeah. I was in ESO yesterday, right? So I jumped into a dungeon, which is like a tier 2 dungeon. And unfortunately, when I queue as DPS and heals. So if you enter a dungeon and it says your heals, you don't have a choice but to heal. So I was just force healing it, and I wasn't doing a great job because I hadn't played ESO for a long time, and my build's probably not the best either way. So I totally screwed up that dungeon, and I got called the worst healer on North American server. So that's an achievement that I should like kind of stick behind my wall here. Alright, moving down, we got Alex Draco in chat. Hey, Alex, sir, I'm getting to you, 4 minutes late now. Apologies for that, but good to see you here, Alex. Crummy Crump says, we won, 5-2. When you say we, are you talking about, which team are you talking about, dude? 5-2, you're scaring me there. Alex says, greetings, Adrian from Greece. Greetings to you. Good to see you. Scrolling down some, we got Burak here. Hey, Burak. Burak says they are giving free respec on every big update. Well, that's good news, because as somebody who writes about MMOs as my main job, I see that Neverwinter puts out a lot of updates consistently. Like, only a month or so ago was like the Tomb of Annihilation, and then later on, a month later, I think is the Swords of Chult, if I'm saying that right. And I've been keeping a track of all their update releases, and I know they put out a lot in a decent time span, so that's interesting to know that they do offer free respecs. That's some good info. Thank you, Burak. At least, I can now tell that in the review as well. Alex says, guys, one question. I'm playing Lotro, but I would like to find other games such as Lotro. Man, Neverwinter, it's free to play. I mean, and you don't actually pay for updates. Like Lotro, you pay for expansions and stuff, but Neverwinter, you don't pay for a damn thing. Content is completely free. Or Secret World Legends, if that's your thing. I don't know. Scrolling down, checking up with chat again. Yeah, chat, help him out there. Give him some suggestions on games to play. Is Guild Wars 2 free? Guild Wars 2 is free, but you can pick it up for, I think it's buy once, play forever, and it's actually one of the best MMOs out there. And I'm not saying it because I'm an official partner. The reason I became an official partner is because I believe in the damn game. It's that good. I had so much fun in Guild Wars 2. Punk says they put out so many updates because it's a bad game and needs to uninstall. Nah. To be fair, I can get, like, as I said so many times, if I'm not having fun in an MMO or on a stream, you could totally see it in my face. Neverwinter's not one of those games. There's actually something for me to do here. And there's so much I've not seen yet, like PvP. I've already checked out dungeons, which I will get to once I get out of here. We'll do a dungeon, because there's something called dailies that you can get involved in, which, renewing gauntlets. And if you look at the bottom right there of the loot box thing, you'll see like a star. That means it's recommended. So I'm just curious to know how that is. Is it actually better than what I have? I lose defense, but I gain regeneration. It's level 22, and the one I have is level 14. So I'm just gonna go ahead and equip that. And in fact, I'm just going to use my scrolls of identification to identify all these loot in my bag and see how many are upgrades. So this is an upgrade, 46 deflection. The new one has 61 deflection. It's level 22. So that's definitely an upgrade. I'm going to use that. There's a ring as well, restoring ring. I don't really need that. And finally, a reviving helmet, which is recommended, but it's level 24. So one of the annoying things is that, when I'm questing on the landscape, sometimes there's like level 36 stuff dropping for me at level 20, which is mind-boggling for me. Like, I don't know why you do that, unless they really wanted you to run out of space. Then that's like a kind of scummy move, because that means you have to, look at ways into getting a bag, an extra bag, to get more space. That's fun. Alright, there's something up there that looks like a hidden chest of some sort. Yeah, it's a treasure chest. This usually just gives me like potions or crafting stuff. And there's your silver and another portable altar, which I was talking about, where you can pray out in the world. Am I going the right way? I'm not. I'm just exploring hidden areas here. Just looking for treasure. Oh. What is that thing? I've never seen that. That looks like a half bear, half human. Like, I'm not familiar with a lot of the monsters and creatures in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Besides the normal stuff. Identification and protective talismans. Alright, let's open up another treasure chest. This is great. I just found a that's not a treasure chest. Son of a gun. I got fooled. That is something else. Damn it. I keep trying to double tap, you know, just to dodge out of the way, and I keep forgetting that Neverwinter doesn't have a dodge for some classes do, like the rogue trickster, I believe, but other classes you can't dodge out of the way, like the paladin. So you just gotta stand there and take it in the face. And that's the self heals I was talking about. All right, this is the objective here. Grab the Hexbane's journal. So I need one more clue and kill Marion Hexbane. Is that her? No, it's not. It's just another bandit. Pretty clever. Put on a pile of crap and stand in it, so I've got to come to you. Nope, nothing good. I totally should be following the lines. Oh, there we go. Boss fight, Marion Hexbane. Where is she? Is she down there? Yeah, she's down there. But I've got like one more clue that I have not found yet. I'll get to it, but let's just kill her first. Excellent. I like it when they drop like flies. I see a chest over there. Well, I'll just take that and the one I can use. If it's red in color, it means it's for a different class. So there's absolutely no point picking that up. Whoa! Where'd you guys come from? Oh, thank you, Gandalf. I didn't have to do a damn thing there. So, your companions, they do have some use to them. They'll just take care of trash mobs. You know, in the early levels, trash mobs aren't really a problem. So I've pretty much shown you what the basic skills are, you know, left and right mouse clicks, and then your encounter powers, which are the red skills at the bottom there. But then you'll see like an 8 and 9 button. Those are my daily powers, which, you know, restores the more I fight. So I'm just gonna hit the number 8 key here, and that does a shit ton of damage. And now that golden diamond thing at the bottom of my combat bar is depleted, but it replenishes over time the more stuff I kill. So that's like one of your nuke buttons or your nuke abilities. If you absolutely need to kill something hard and fast, that's what you're gonna press. Unfortunately, that is something I can't use, but I will just pick it up and sell it at a vendor or something that requires an Arcana skill kit, which I do not have. Anything here? Thievery skill kit, which I do not have. If you're a thief, if you're a trickster rogue, that is one of your basic class abilities, which is you can open thief boxes or whatever. Since I am an oathbound paladin, which means I'm kind of pious and holy, any religious loot boxes or chests in the world, I can open them as well. And when you go in dungeons, like you know how when you play tabletop D&D, like if you go into a cave or whatever, or you know there's a hidden door and you want to make sure that it's not booby trapped or anything, or there's no magic on it, you'll usually get your, you know, your cleric or your oathbound paladin to do like a religion check to see if there's anything there. And that actually comes up in a dungeon, you know. Jeremy Adrian's religion skill has noticed that this thing is, you know, such and such, which when I first saw it, I thought, holy shit, that's actually pretty cool. Alright, taking the bandit map. And we're done. Now we just head on out. Is it prayer time yet? No, it's not. Hang there, chat. I'll get back to you in a sec. Alright, we got Woohoo in chat. Hey, Woohoo. He says, which MMO of those three you played has best Halloween event? Man, that is so hard. Okay, if you absolutely Woohoo, I'm not sure how many of those you have installed, but if you absolutely like a good Halloween story, if you like story-driven Halloween stuff that's thematic and fits the world, I would recommend doing a Secret World Legends Halloween event, because that's actually fun and you get pets for it, and there's a hourly public rate that you can earn cool cosmetics and stuff. And you also get like daily login rewards, which are worth quite a bit. So I would recommend doing Secret World Legends one for the story. But if you want the fun, if you want to do it for the fun, I would have to say Guild Wars 2. If you're a new player, it could be hard, because I think as a new free-to-play player, you may have to reach level 30 before you can access Lion's Arch, which is where the festival, or where the Halloween festival takes place, unfortunately. So yeah. Well, I'm kind of out of the caves, but my objectives has not updated. So that's kind of weird. My objective is still go to the sea caves. So that's kind of funky. And yeah, those flashing stuff of people earning cool mounts from a loot box is still there. I haven't found a way to turn it off yet, but it's one of those annoying things. So I'm heading back in the cave to see what's up. I hope it's not a bug. Are you shitting me? I have to do it all over again. What the hell? I guess it's because I got one clue and then I killed the boss and then I went and got the second clue. So, you... Well, that kind of sucks. So I learned the hard way now that you actually need to do things in order, or you'll bug your shit. You'll bug yourself out and you'll have to do the damn thing again. So deja vu, I'm gonna be doing this again, and I'm totally running out of backspace, so I'm just gonna be careful of what I pick up here. Alright, bear with me, chat, bear with me. As soon as I get this done, I will check chat in depth and get to all your questions and insults and jokes and whatever else you guys are talking about in there. Damn it, Nightbot, stop spamming my chat. Sorry about Nightbot, yo. I forgot to turn that on. Okay, let me just make sure I go get the other thing first. Yeah, so basically follow your shiny little thingies, and those will lead you to your objective. Make sure you do them in order, or it'll bug out. I'm not gonna risk that again. One of my class skills also, if you hit the shift button, it brings up this dome thing here, which is heals you and everybody in it, and it also, you know, makes you take reduced damage and stuff. And this takes like stamina, which is the little green bar on the top of your, you know, daily power recharge thing. So I've got a lot of tools at my disposal: self heals, damage reduction. So I'll go put them to use in a dungeon after this. Alrighty. Really, deja vu. It's like I'm seeing all this again. But it just goes by. It goes by really, really quick. So it's not like whatever. Because you're still earning XP anyway. And the faster I get to level cap, the faster the review can come out. So I don't mind it too much. Alright, round 2, Marion Hexbane. Let's do this. What the heck? The chest just spawned. The end chest just spawned. That usually spawns after you beat her, not before. I'm gonna use my daily power again. Take a chunk off her health. Just getting out of the way there. I thought something bad would happen. And she's dead. Ooh, Maelstrom Cloak. That looks interesting. I'll pick that up. Bejeweled Silver. Alright. Let me just collect all these little insignias and stuff. And pick up the chest here. Congratulations, adventurer! Your valiant efforts have proven victorious. So I get a new armor plate, which has a enchantment slot, which I'll go over later once I get back to like a camp, and a lesser power armor kit, which I have no idea what this does. Double click this kit, and then click on the equipment to which you want this reinforcement applied. All right, we'll pick those up and we'll go figure it out. Alrighty, let's head out of here.
Learn everything from books.
Excellent. So, return to Zeliana. I'm gonna hit back there, and then we'll catch up on chat. Hang in there. Jay says, did he just use his gate power? Nope. Use daily power. I guess my pronunciation was pretty bad there. Yeah, these things are called daily powers for some reason, because it's not like you only use them once a day. You use it whenever your daily thing is recharged. Alright, so this is the cave where I'm supposed to meet this spy agent thingy. Alright, checking in on chat. If there's any questions or anything you guys have about MMOs or games or whatever, feel free to leave them in. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Mr. Saxon, hey Mr. Saxons. He says, I'm level 16 in Guild Wars 2 and accidentally wandered into Lion's Arc and then ran around the Mad King's Labyrinth with no idea what I was doing. Well, if you own the game, like if you are not a free player, then I think you can go into Lion's Arch at whatever level, really. Unless you're a free-to-play player, then please do feel free to share how you got into Lion's Arch as a free-to-play player at level 16. That means a lot more players can take part in the Halloween festival. But yeah, when you get the Mad King's Labyrinth is more of a farming thing. I mean, because you've got all the little doors opening, and then those are in itself mini events, which you need to, kill all the mobs with a bunch of players. So hit the Y button and look under your group finder. Look at Central Tyria Open Squads, and just join one of those squads and do it in a group. It's more worth it that way. And I'm kind of scrolling up the chat here, but it will also look like the Neverwinter, my screen is scrolling in, so I do apologize for that. Punk says, Germ, you still need to play Lotro Halloween. I have, actually, this morning, I did check it out, just that I didn't stream it. Alright, scrolling down now. Punk says, gay pride, yep, absolutely. Alrighty, Mr. Saxon asks, Adrian, as someone who loves lore in games, does Guild Wars 2's quests get more interesting lore-wise? At the moment, I'm only getting story from the main quests. I mean, the lore, to be very honest with you, I think I got a more fuller experience from the personal stories after level 50. Because after level 50, the personal stories get a bit more deeper, and if you want lore and stuff, that's when I found the most lore, because you get involved a lot more in the personal stories compared to like your zone or map quests, I suppose, where you have all your tasks, which are your hard objectives. I mean, those give you just story happenings of what is happening in that zone, why are you helping these people, what's going on here and there, but it doesn't tell you who these people are. In fact, a lot of it, the lore especially, it happens at the very beginning, after character creation, when you create a new class, and then you start to learn a little bit about the Guild Wars lore. Why are the Chars blah blah blah, why are the Chars fighting for Ascalon with the humans and blah blah blah, and but then it takes like a long break before you get anything of significance. So for me it got better. Both the story and the lore definitely got better after I was done with the core vanilla personal stories. Once I got into Heart of Thorns, and then Season 2, and then Season 3, and then Path of Fire. In fact, Path of Fire, the expansion for Guild Wars 2 was the one that gave me the most lore, because up until that point, I had no idea about stuff like Palawa Joko. I have no idea who the Awakened were. I have no idea about, you know, Crystal Desert and who were the Elonians and stuff. So having a brand new expansion, explore a culture, a belief, and that part of, you know, the game that was in existence when the first Guild Wars was around, that was actually satisfying lore and story wise, which is why I rate Path of Fire very highly. So yeah, for me, story and lore does get much better later on, definitely. We got GG Meister in chat. Hey GG Meister, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Punk says blasphemy. What's blasphemy? GG Meister says I have a level 770 or level 70. I guess that was a typo, right? Warlock on Xbox One, and I'm loving it. I should have gone Warlock. I mean, that seems to be like a very good DPS class, I think. Or there's a new one. There's a new magic thing that uses like this thing. I don't know. Some dark wizard. He does a lot of damage. Alright, so I've caught up on chat. Now let's talk about enchantments. One of the things you'll find dropping... Holy shit, look at that. My bag is full. I've got it. Overflow bag. Cool. So one of the things that will drop after like level 15 or whatever, as you're nearing level 20, are these little round orbs called enchantments. And they do offer you some boons and stuff, and they can be applied on armor that do have like this empty socket. You'll see there's a slot there, and it's going to be one of three things. It's going to be utility, defense, or offense. And you'll get a bunch of very different enchantment, like this one's radiant, and this one's dark, and they come in either rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Obviously, the higher the rank, the better the boost. So, for example, if you want to slot something in, you know, this armor, you'll just have to hit the refine enchantment or whatever, and then just drag it in there, I suppose. And then if you want to level up your level 1, for example, this is a silvery enchantment rank 1, so you just hit the refine thing, and then you'll have to add in a bunch of whatever other refinements of the same type or different refinements or whatever. So if I click something, let's say I click this one, that improves, that sort of fills the bar, not almost full, but almost there. What you want is to actually get it full, and then when you hit the refine, you'll have a success rate, so it could fail, and if it fails, then you're going to lose all your extra blah blah blah. So that's sort of like an RNG gear progression thing that Neverwinter has. I mean, for me, it doesn't bother me that... I mean, it bothers me that it drops so often, because it completely clusterfucks my backspace. As you can obviously see right now, I'm struggling with backspace because I have so many enchantments. And at my level, I don't really see a need for them to slot all my gear with stuff like that, because I kill things pretty fast anyway. But at level 40, where my Guardian Fighter is, yeah, things can get a little bit difficult, so you may want to start slotting those in your gear. Right. So I'm just thinking, should I find a merchant somewhere here before I turn in this quest? I should probably use some of my buffs and boons, I suppose. Yeah, I'll just use that. Use that bag.
The helpers need your help.
Yeah, let's take that. So that's one empty space now. Should I equip that? Yep, that has a defense slot, so I may as well equip something, an enchantment that gives me better defense, like that one over here. As your enchantment rank 2, that gives me a 4 defense slot, but I'm pretty sure I have a higher rank 1. Do I? I do not, but that's rank 2, so you know what the hell. I'm just gonna slot in that one. Actually, I can pick from here. So this one has 70 defense. Let's just go ahead and use that. So that's how enchanting works. Simply insert an enchantment and done. Now this thing's enchanted. You've got better defense or whatever, and you just equip it. Ta-da! I've also got a new cloak. This one's got power and critical strike. Yeah, I'll totally wear that because power gives me more damage. And then this one I can actually put on my companion. You can totally dress your companions up and stuff. except he can't wear a cloak. Whereas my doggy, my direwolf, is actually wearing a cloak. So that's how did that work? Why can't my Gandalf wear a cloak? Doesn't matter. They can use runestones as well. And if you want to, you know, salvage a runestone, if you want to grab it out of a gear or out of a companion, then you can do so for gold, I think it was. Alright then. I've got 2 slots. That should be more than enough to turn this in and pick up the reward.
Good to see another non-bandit on the end of the Black Dagger. Hexbane's death is a grand victory, but finding her journal and that map may be even more important. They should give us some good leads to finding the rest of the Black Dagger bandits' leadership. But first, every ship on the Sword Coast owes you a debt. Since they can't thank you, please accept this reward from me on their behalf.
Excellent. You cannot complete this action with more than 0 items in your overflow bag. God damn it. Really? You're telling me this now? Alright, let me just grab that and put that there. Jeez. Alright, let's try that again. Excellent. And the next part of the quest chain also starts from her. As I said, very linear. You move from one person to one person to one person, and they'll all give you a rolling quest, essentially, taking you back and forth from map to map and back to Protector's Enclave, talk to Sergeant Knox, pick up a new map quest, and hit over there. So that's how it all works at the opening.
Hexbane's journals
30
mentions
levels,
that
essentially.
getting leverage over a dwarven merchant named Melkor Goldseeker was important to the plans of Crag Foultooth, the leader of the Black Dagger bandits' Knolls. I'd like you to confront Goldseeker at the Broken Crown Inn and find out why the bandits are interested in him.
Alright, I mean, just hearing some of these, it's sort of bringing back some memory of why I'm here. I guess there is a pirate trouble in this map, which is the Black Dagger Ruins. I suppose pirates have infested it. And I'm working with the local authority here. Not authority, I think they're sort of pirates as well, to try and find out their leader, what they want, what they're doing. So that's essentially what the map story here is. Oh, contest started, spy catcher. This was the map activity I was talking about, where you can look for spies around the map and compete with other players who are doing the same thing. So I'm heading to confront Melkor Goldseeker at a tavern somewhere. Oh, FPS is dropping. And it's prayer time, apparently. Is there like a campfire nearby? Yeah, there is. Alright, getting off my horse. And let's do some prayer here.
Watch your back, friend.
Alright, rewards are another one of these invocation blessings, 50% bonus rough astral diamonds, and some experience points. Great. We also got a bounty master in there. So, bounty masters, every map will have like one of these guys in the early levels. If you saw me whacking all the bunch of mob stuff and me picking up all those insignias, you can actually trade in those insignias for one of these bags. Either a treasured gear, which requires 25, and I've got 25 right now, or you can get a normal one for 10. So those are pretty handy. They don't show up in your inventory. They show up in under. You've got different kind of tabs here. There you go, special currencies. So I've got 800 seals, and then campaign currencies. That's what they're called. No, that's not what they're called. I beg your pardon. Other currencies. So you've got all your little insignias from all the mobs that you've been killing on the different maps. And they do have use, at least. So that's good news. Alright, I'm just going to double click on all the junk in here and just do some inventory management. You can absolutely sell unidentified gear, but they won't go for as much. Like, you'll see they give you a warning, this item is unidentified. You'll sell it for significantly less. At this point, I'm not really caring, because I really need my bag space, so I'm just getting rid of stuff. Oh, but this 24, yeah, I'll keep that. I've got a mount token for some reason. Anything else I can get rid of? I'm gonna just sell all my loot boxes. I have absolutely no use for loot boxes. It's not like I'm totally gonna open them. I've got 2 blue gear in here that I'm keeping. The mace, which is level 32, and that one's level 33. I have no idea how I got level 30 stuff to drop when I'm only like level 22. So that still boggles me, but hey, I'll take it. Alrighty. Let's head in and confront this Malcor dude, and I will check chat.
Books can only teach you so much.
Punk says, yeah, I'm remaking my Redguard into two-handed Stamblade. You talking about ESO there? Good. Good. GG Marshall says, the refining extends to upgrading your artifacts as well. That's cool. Okay. Unfortunately for me, I'm not sure what artifacts are. So I'll have to find that out later on. Artifacts like an end game thing. GG Marshall says, you use those refinement stones in those slots. Okay. They are used to level enchantments, runestones, and artifacts. Okay, enchantments are sort of dropping for me now, but I've not experienced runestones and artifacts yet, so that could be coming in later levels. So I would probably want more backspace for that. Alex says, how it's called the tank care here in Neverwinter? A tank guardian. I think there are a couple of classes that can tank. I think a lot of classes can tank once you pick your Paragon stuff. I mean, for me, like this guy, the Oathbound Paladin, I think he can tank, but the Guardian Fighter as well, because I have a lot of threat generation skills on that, and he uses a shield, so he can tank on that as well. Digimeister, feel free to share your expertise in there, since you obviously play Neverwinter. Mr. Saxon says, it'll be interesting seeing what happens when you get to max level. All of the complaints on Steam say that's when it becomes pay to win, which is what has put me off trying the game again. Digimeister says, it's not pay to win, as you can earn rough Astral Diamonds. Yes, I know what that is. I've been doing my research. And convert to Astral Diamonds and then buy Zen with AD. It just takes a while. You can earn 35 Astral Diamonds a day. Yeah, I mean, to that extent, because the thing is, there, as I told you guys earlier, Astral Diamonds, which... Holy shit, I've got 10,000 for some reason. How do I have 10,000? Where did that come from? Yeah, I totally have 10,000 Astral Diamonds. Oh, it's because of praying. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. When you pray, you do get Astral Diamonds. And when you do dungeons, daily skirmishes, which are mini 3-man things, which you saw me do in the first stream, you get that. And then you do daily PvP as well. I'm not sure about daily Foundry, but there's basically 4 dailies you can do once you hit the appropriate level. You can pick up a daily dungeon quest, a daily PvP quest, a daily, as I said, skirmish, and then a Foundry quest, which is basically picking one player made quest to do, and then you'll get rough Astral Diamonds, which you convert by hitting the refine thing here, which converts rough Astral Diamonds into Astral Diamonds. And as I said earlier in the stream, Astral Diamonds are the most important currency in this game because it, supersedes gold in terms of usefulness. To use the auction house, you don't use your gold, silver, and copper. You actually use your Astral Diamonds. And since, as Digimeister pointed out, you can totally convert your Astral Diamonds into Zen, which is the shop currency that you're going to use to buy whatever you want in the shop. Mounts, bats, and blah, blah, blah. So it's all here. So the only problem why people say it's pay to win, I mean, this is just really from experience of having been in a lot of these types of games, is that first and foremost there is a ceiling. There's only a certain amount of Astral Diamonds you can earn in a day. So it's going to take you a substantial amount of time and grinding and dedicated effort if you want to get to a level where somebody who has paid money for to progress faster is at. In that regard, for me, the way I play my games, I'm not here to do PvE competitively. And what I mean by that is I want to experience the game, do the dungeons, do the story and everything. PvP, completely different matter. If you can buy all your stuff or your gear, which, by the way, I don't think you can buy gear here. I'm not sure. Digimeister, you have to let me know. But I don't think it's like you can buy gear and just jump into PvP and kick ass. I don't think it works that way. But you do pay for the convenience of, leveling up faster, getting more bag space, getting the fastest mount, stuff like that. Those things don't matter to me. I don't care. most importantly, as someone who's just asked Jukester in chat, I just saw that. He says, is this game fun? It really, really, really depends on what you're looking for in Neverwinter. If you want a casual MMO that you could just jump in, do a couple of missions, make some quests as the Dungeon Master, or play some quests made by other players, or, you know, just having fun with friends, then Neverwinter can be fun. Totally. It takes about 10 days of farming instances to afford VIP. With VIP, you can sell the stuff from chests to afford your next VIP. So what Digimeister is saying in chat is basically the VIP service here. There is a tab called VIP. VIP works sort of like a subscription. Totally optional, but you do get a bunch of bonuses, I suppose. VIP info here. So you got 10 bonus XP, Glory is for PvP, I think, and XP for most professions, bonus Ralph Astral Diamonds, access to the Moonstone Mass VIP area. No idea what that is. And every day you get 10 ID scrolls, epic dungeon chest key. When you do a daily dungeon, there's going to be like a chest that spawns, and you can't open it unless you have a dungeon key that you buy for some currency, or you can buy it from the store, basically. And the more VIPs you buy, the higher your rank. And the higher your rank, the better your benefits. So it's like a rolling reward system that, like, I think Rift has this as well with their Patreon status, which is basically your subscription status and blah blah. Jukester, yes, definitely there is raiding in dungeons here, so yeah. Digimeister say the Oathbound Paladin is a good tank. HP plus power build is with power share, is pretty solid build. Homo sapiens says, you communist? who you calling communist? Jukester say, wasn't there just an expansion release? I mean, it was a pretty big update. It's basically Tomb of Annihilation, which is a brand new play area with content, stuff like that. And then recently the Swords of Chult, which is like a mini update. I don't know. I'm nowhere near level 70, so I can't actually talk about endgame right now. I will get to endgame before Halloween. That's what I'm determined to do. I've got 1 week to do it, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, beginning tomorrow, which is Monday, I'll be able to just grind, get all the way to level 70, see what the game has to offer, and look at what the in-between is, because to me, the in-between getting to level 70 is really important. If it starts giving you the burnout of it just runs out of fun, then there's going to be a big problem, and I will talk about that in my review. But if the journey thing was actually fun and memorable, then 70 should, I hope, will be a decent experience for a solo player like myself. So yeah, that'll be really interesting. Right, Melkor Goldseeker. Heed well some hard-won advice. Avoid trading in bandit territories. Let's complete that.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's all true. I was a fool. Now the bandits and that maniac Noel have ruined everything, and there's nothing left I can do. I'm ruined, and my own niece is doomed.
But wait, you said you were working with the Harpers. Maybe you can help me.
Alright, let's help you. I am currently working for the Harpers. Harpers are like the good pirates in this map. Next quest, the Lost Caravan.
The Black Tiger bandits found out that I'd started some mines in the hills, and that I'd found some ancient ruins in one of them. I tried to strike a deal with them, but they wanted everything. Now, I'm seeing my looted wagons on the roads, and I haven't heard from my niece back at base camp.
Please, could you check the logbooks on the wagons to see if they were from my caravan? And then go to the base camp to find out what happened to my niece?
Sure, I'll do it for you guys. Can you guys hear what the can you guys hear the NPC's voice dialogue? Let me know if you can't hear it, because I'm totally not gonna read that out. So I was expecting that it will come across. Jukester says, what class are you playing right now? And do you like the combat for the classes? Oh, that depends. I mean, I'm playing the Oathbound Paladin right now, and yeah, I like it, because this is the kind of archetype I like, you know, sword and board. He does have some self-heals. Yeah, it's pretty cool for me. I also have, well, my other character is actually pretty similar, so I can't really speak about range classes. I don't have like a range class, I don't have like a wizard or whatever, so it may depend, Jukester. honestly, the best way to find out is just you have to either watch some videos on YouTube here of people just checking out their very different classes. It could be fun for you. I don't know. I mean, it's fun for me. I probably should do more combat so you can actually see it in action. GG actually says, just so you know, the Xbox version of Neverwinter doesn't have Foundry. Maybe it's in the PC. What? What? You don't have the Foundry on Xbox? I didn't know that. Wow. That sucks. Sorry, but the Foundry is great. So if you hit your L key, this is the first screen that you'll see in Neverwinter. Again, I covered this in the first screen. And then you go to Catalog. And this is where you're going to find player written quests. So players themselves, there's a tool, there's an editor that you can access in the main menu where you can actually build a map, you can put the NPCs, you can decorate their costumes, and then you can write their dialogues, and you can totally just design your own quest chain or a campaign, which is D&D terms. It's like an arc of quests, right? Your campaign essentially. And then in your campaign you can have like 4 or 5 quest chains that lead to the finale or whatever. So you could totally just see all these stuff is just written by an author, and author basically means another player, and that's their alias there to add them. So yeah, you could totally just accept this quest and go do it. That's the fun part, because like this dude has over 160,000 reviews, which means over 160,000 players have played this guy's quests. And then if you liked it, you can leave a tip, and you can leave a tip using actual diamonds. So, and I've actually made money from that because yes, I have designed my own quests in the past, because that's what I started playing Neverwinter in 2013 for. I wanted to make my own quests. Maybe in next weekend's stream I will fire up the Foundry and I'll show you guys how that works, because that's also a big part of the review, because that is unique to Neverwinter and Star Trek Online, because I know Star Trek Online, they're by the same guys, by the way, Cryptic Studios and Art Games. So there is a Foundry on Star Trek Online as well. So these are the only 2 MMOs I know that have the same system, the Foundry. I know there's another MMO that you can design your own quests, but not in the... the thing with the Foundry is it's very easy to do. It's a lot of it's just modular, generic stuff, but there's a lot of customization involved. So yeah, I should totally do one weekend stream where we just do the Foundry, and I'll show you guys what that's all about. Hopefully that'll be fun. Damn it, what do you mean out of line of sight? I have to stand right on top of the book to pick it up. Alright, that's done. Oh, this one right here. Easy peasy. Frame rate dropping. It shouldn't. That's one of. That's a little annoying for me though. Like, I don't understand why the frame rates drop. It's not like the map is populated or anything, and I even turned my graphics down because there was a part during the week where I was really trying to figure out why am I getting these stutters? Why is it stuttering, and why is my FPS dropping? Because I did get my internet fixed, so it should not be an issue anymore. So it just kind of annoys me whenever I see that. But I have looked online and just see what other Neverwinter players are going through. Apparently that's exactly what it is, especially in Protector's Enclave, where there's more people and it's where everybody congregates. Yeah, you are gonna get FPS stutters and FPS drops. I'm in combat, so I can't open that chest. But yeah, to the person who was wondering what combat in this class is like, that's basically it. All the classes will have your basic, left and right basic combat attacks, and then your skill bar for your encounter skills and stuff. I will take that and that. Checking in on chat. We got Jay says, what's the dungeons and raids like in Neverwinter? I'll do a dungeon right after this quest, I promise. Once I turn this in, I'll go back to Protector's Enclave, and we'll do a daily dungeon so I can stockpile my astral diamonds, which I'll be using for much later on. I'm playing pretty cautiously with, you know, my currencies and stuff. I don't want to simply spend stuff. All right. We've got John Shattuck in chat. Hey, John, long time no see. Says, hello, Adrian. Hope you're doing fine. Rare that I can catch one of your streams these days, so I'll make the most of it. Thanks for joining, John. It's been forever since I've seen you and since we've talked. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't really been active on social media like Facebook or Twitter anymore. And I've been sick, like, for 2 weeks. So this is like my first leveling stream now that I'm back. And Neverwinter is one of those games that I was in the middle of doing, and then I took a break because Guild Wars 2 released a new expansion, so I had to review that. So yeah, really cool that you could join me, and I hope it's entertaining so far. But yeah, there's a chunk that I've gone through already about Neverwinter, so I'm just gonna jump into the dungeon and see what that's about soon. Zuxter says, thinking about choosing Hunter. Is he fun? Hunter, a bow and arrow guy? He could be. I mean, at this point, GG Meister is your best bet. He's in chat right now, and he's a level cap player. So, actually, you know what? I don't even have to say anything. GG Meister absolutely took care of that. Thank you, dude. Alright, let's move on. Let's get one more caravan wagon thingy-majingy. Oh, I've discovered a new point. Excellent. Is it prayer time yet? Nope. And when you try and invoke, it actually tells you, patience, you must wait before invoking Kalimvor again. I'm eager, because I just stockpiled, like I opened up my bag and saw 10,000 actual diamonds and I got excited. So again, this is like my 5th time saying on stream, do not miss praying. I mean, don't skip your invocations. Do it. Those are good. Rested XP, astral diamonds. I was running for a sec there, and then I completely forgot that I had a horse, so I'm just gonna skip these guys. If you get this horse, if you get hit 5 times in a second, then yeah, you're going down. Oh, looks like Gandalf is taking care of that. And I have another ant following up my ant. Okay, that also tells me I probably need to clean my room next week. This is not a good sign when bugs are around, because I hate bugs. And one of my biggest fears is that some creepy crawly actually comes up around my play area when I'm streaming, because that would just freak me out. Looky here, blue item. Excellent. Great. Let's see what it is. It is, it's level 23. It just loves doing this to me. Giving me gear that's higher than me, but this should be an upgrade. It totally is an upgrade. 65 defense, but I will lose my power and critical strike. But you know, it does have an offense slot, so that makes up for it. And I'm very close to 23 anyway, so I'm definitely using that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna examine the skull here, which I cannot because these guys respawn pretty fast. Dead. Alright, let's try that again. A dire warning to keep away. Ooh, as if that works. Alright, last objective. Let's check the mining camp for that dwarf pirate's niece. It would be more impactful if, you know, the person who went missing is actually his daughter, so that there's some real stakes involved, but it's his niece. Why do I care? Why don't you bring that problem to her parents? Why do I care? Alright, return to Dusty Yates, which is this guy over here. Let's talk to Dusty Yates.
There's some things I think Mr. Goldseeker would want done.
Like what? Let's turn this in.
You're here to help, and I'm glad to meet you. I'm Sergeant Yates, but most folks just call me Dusty. I guess I'm the one in charge, or at least I'm the one the other survivors keep asking questions, so I guess they like my answers.
Alright, turn that in. Alrighty, level 23. Sweet. Alright, was there something else? We got 3 quests here. The Hidden Mine, tracking through blood, and hunting the hunters. This happens a lot, you know, in sort of quest chains. You just get a bunch of them at once, and in traditional MMO fashion, they all will take place in the same area, so it's basically a mini hub quest quest hub crawl, I should say.
Foultooth is a crazy gnome bandit who took over the mines.
Okay.
And he's got Mr. Goldseeker's niece, Mira Thamrose, as his
So
hostage.
the niece is there as
I'm thinking
hostage.
someone with your skills could get in
More
there,
interested in the
kill
rewards here.
Crack
That is a
Foultooth,
nice
and
looking
rescue
mace.
Mira. Are you up for it?
I'm kind of sad that I'll have to give up my blue mace, but apparently it's recommended, so they do have that recommend feature thing, which is actually pretty helpful. But sometimes you will not agree with what they're recommending you to do. Like if you want to build,
Black Dagger
you
bandits
want to have
in our
equipment with more
caravan before we
power,
could get to the
and they're
mines.
telling you you need
Hold
more
up here,
defense,
but
you can
every
totally just
runner we
ignore
sent
that.
to tell Mr. Goldseeker what happened has been caught by the bandits' no blood trackers. If you can kill some of those blood trackers, we can make contact and get some supplies.
Okay, kill bandit, no blood trackers. Copy that. So I mean, there's 3 different objectives here, and they're like the holy trinity of things that. So you've got the fetch quest, then you've got the kill quest, which I just picked up, and then you've got the normal talk to NPC quest. Hunt down and slay bandit huntsmen in the mines area and across all the Black Dark ruins. Awesome. Great. Now let's just spend my level up stuff here, and then we'll go back into Protector's Enclave and let's do a dungeon, shall we? New powers. Great. I will spend these in... I think I'll do Burning Light. I use this quite often. This is a pretty nice AoE damage. It's a dot as well. And then in my feet, I will put it in... Where do I want it? I should probably start going up here as well, so I can get into my Paragon tree faster. I probably will do critical. I think that's important. Alright. Now, is my bag space good? Yeah, I think I should be alright. Now, to go back to Protector's Enclave, there's 2 ways you can do it. If you have this thing, this is a bound teleport scroll, Protector's Enclave. This ports you back into Protector's Enclave. If you don't have that, your next best option is to manually get on a horse and run all the way back to one of those doors that you entered here with in the first place, which is over here, Travel Gate. Because unfortunately, Neverwinter, so far, again, remember, I'm only level 23, and my highest character is 39. There isn't like a bound teleportation travel system, because after all, it is Dungeons and Dragons, and I suppose they're trying to make it lore appropriate, where, you know, there's absolutely, travel is pretty old school, I suppose. So that bound teleportation scroll is like your only fast travel away back and forth. Otherwise, you'll need to go through the gates. So I'm just gonna use one. I don't care. Alrighty, checking in on chat here. John says, it has, I think the last one I saw was your collab with Cernois. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, that was such a long time ago, gosh. And Cernois and I, we've been looking at, you know, what else we could collaborate on that's fun. And we were thinking about doing more PvP type stuff. We're thinking about this thing called PvP Fight Nights, which is basically a stream series where every week we'll pick an MMO which has you know, PvP that we can jump into and just, you know, PvP Fight Night, see what it's all about, play just commentary, you know, jokes and fun stuff like that. We just haven't really nailed down the details yet. I think I should, you know, talk to her about that and see what else we can do. It's just that, you know, I've been struggling with a lot of things going on, and I'm trying to get a schedule back together, so I should probably work on that. But, you know, if that sounds interesting to you guys, if that's something you guys want to see, do let me know, because that actually helps. We don't want to be doing something that, you know, people are not interested in, and then, you know, it's sort of disheartening. You know, when you put a lot of effort into something and nobody cares, or, you know, there's no feedback whatsoever. So yeah, feel free to let me know, or can let Serrano know if that's a good thing, and yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. GG Meister says, a guy named Minnie has some good YouTube of the classes in Neverwinter. I will actually check that out, because I only have 3 character slots, and I don't really feel like I'm going to buy any more, so I'll probably watch the other classes, the ones that I won't be playing, just to get an idea of that. Mr. Saxon says, looking forward to seeing Adrian running a dungeon as a paladin, just to see if he really is the worst healer in North America. I don't know if I should, if I'm even supposed to heal, because I'm sort of in leveling gear that does damage, and I've done one dungeon in the week, and I didn't really heal at all. Not that I know of, because we kill stuff so fast in the early dungeons that it's almost there's no use for healing this early at this early stage. Alrighty, Punk says, there's a really cool Halloween wolf in ESO, but I'm poor and it will be gone in like a day. I've seen that. I've got an email about it, actually. Or no, I saw it on Facebook. David Wong says, hi David, how you doing, man? Good to see you, welcome to the stream. Digimeister says, as far as loot goes, don't bother picking up greens, save your scrolls, you will get some bags from quests. Yeah, I think I'll start doing that. We got Thurston Cloud in chat. Hey Thurston, good to see you. He says, hi gang. Digimeister says, well, great equipment. And how is your progress on campaigns? You talking to me? I haven't done any campaigns yet because whenever I look at the map, it always kind of tells me that you're underleveled or you're not high enough or whatever. So I haven't really done a campaign yet. Oop, there's that stutter again. Always happens in Protector's Enclave. And, you know, I did look into a solution. People were telling me, you know, you should totally run the game in full screen mode because that will make your FPS way better in Protector's Enclave. But I've gone at full screen and it doesn't help at all. It's still the same. I mean, I'm running window at full screen right now so that I can easily hit the Alt button and look at my second monitor and check chat and whatever. So we got Rico. Hey Rico, what's up? Long time no see. He says game looks really dark. Yeah, it's the pause. It's like the not a pause. Sorry, it's your Alt screen where you go to mouse mode. And I usually do this when I need to move over to my second monitor. So. Punk says, why is MMO music always seems so lively and epic? I turn off the music and have Spotify instead. Yeah, Neverwinter has this chronic issue so far. I mean, the music's never changed. It never changed in 2013, never changed now when I first jumped in. I mean, it's got that same Protector's Enclave music. At least the login screen music does change once in a while. But, yeah, it's really lively and upbeat. So here's what I'm going to do. Since I am level 23, I should have opened up my daily dungeon quest thing, where you'll get a daily dungeon normal chest key, which comes from this guy, the dungeon chest key master is this guy's name, and you can totally see he has a blue quest here. That's your daily. You want to pick that up. Dungeon chest key, you'll receive a daily dungeon chest key, so I will go ahead and take that. And now all I gotta do is jump into a dungeon and I should be able to open the chest in the end. Let me just see if there's other dailies that I've unlocked now that I'm 23. Rix is the guy who offers daily quests.
There are things to
And these are just some of the ones he lists, and you know, he already tells you here that you're gonna earn rough astral diamonds. You can do daily dungeons, skirmishes, PvP, but he's not offering, he doesn't have any quests for me yet. So I suppose I'll just jump in and just grab my chest since I can't really do any dailies. I have no idea what level those open up. Alright, so you want to do a dungeon and you're wondering how. Simple. Hit the L button. Again, this is your main content screen, let's just call it that. You can access pretty much everything from here. Your calendar, just to see what's coming up in the next week and what else is coming throughout the day. Special events, bonus, XP, bonus, whatever. You can totally see it here as well. There's a thing on the minimap where you click on it and it will tell you what's happening right now. Domination PvP for 150% more, blah blah blah. You got Stronghold, Marauders, and more PvP events happening, so that's kind of cool. Queues is what you want to be looking at. So here you can totally look on the right side of the screen and you can see dungeons, epic dungeons, skirmish, epic trial, PvP epic trial. I have no idea what that is, but that's level 70 and that requires 10 players. Skirmish there's like 5 players. There was one like way at the way beginning that only had 3. And dungeons, I could do Cloak Tower and the Crackmire Crypts, which is 19 plus. I'm probably going to do 12 plus. Since I can do 12 plus, I would probably scale down, right? So let's do a simple and easy Cloak Tower, I suppose, just to show you guys what's up, and I can get the chest at the end as well. So once you click on the one you want, then all you gotta do is just hit the join selected queue. Actually, let's queue for both. Let's just see which one pops up, so that the queues will go faster. Alright, I am now in queue, and I'll be able to check in on chat. Jay says, you sure Punk isn't in the game to make you lag since he's a shit tank? Oh lord. I don't know, Jay. It could be. Punk's probably lurking in here somewhere. Oh, here's a pop. The Cloak Tower has popped. So just hit the shift 1 to accept and you'll be ported in. Two out of 3 players have accepted. Alright, here we go. Dungeon time. Cloak Tower. So this is Orc territory. As you can see, I'm level 23 outside, and I've just entered a level 12 dungeon, so I am scaled down to level 12. But I do get to keep all these skills and powers, I think. And I'm just waiting to see what these guys do. Are we moving? I suppose I will. So dungeons also have those shiny thingies to take you to the objectives. There's a consumable vendor in the dungeon itself where you can just buy injury kit and stuff, because again, there will be traps, there will be booby traps and stuff like that. And trash mobs, lots of trash mobs. So there's one up there, and we just pull him, and look, they just go down super fast, which is kind of why healing is not really a big deal when you're doing dungeons on level, or any of the normal difficulty dungeons. I'm sure there's harder difficulty dungeons much later on. Alright, I've got to be careful here because there could be traps on the floor and I don't want to get injured. In dungeons, like, my companion is here, so it's sort of like Star Wars The Old Republic, where you have your players and the other players in your party, and you can totally have your companions out to fill in the blanks if that's if you need the extra body. So that's cool. Alright, jumping down now. Corian up there is like half health. Oh no. In party chat, which you guys can't see, it's behind my webcam. Questi Hanno il Bordino Argentato. It's in a different language, I don't understand it. Significa che sono molto più forti di livello ci dimostrano. I'm just reading chat. I have no idea what they're talking about. Great. Sorry, y'all. Is that Spanish or is that Portuguese? Sounds like it. Apprentice chambers. Kill, kill, kill. I mean, dungeons, very early dungeons is a free-for-all. And then at the very end of the dungeon, you'll actually have a little tracking thing that tells you who did the most damage, who did the most healing, who took the most damage, and who died the most, and all that good stuff, which is actually pretty fun. Could also be a cause for grief. If you absolutely suck, especially at like level cap, and you're the weak link, that end screen, that dungeon end screen, your Neverwinter, is gonna give you grief because it will totally just point you out to the entire group, and just nowhere to hide. You just have to hold your hands up and say, "Hey, I fucked up." But to mitigate that, if you're new to a dungeon, as I was when I did this maybe Tuesday, I told the chat, "Hey, I'm new. Bear with me. And if there's anything I should know, let me know." And that's the usual way to do it, Prepare. Tell the group that you're a new player and this is your first run, so it sort of prepares them. And they also give you advice and whatnot. I'm not even gonna bother looking around for like hidden chests or stuff like that. but I can pick up the insignias because they do drop in here as well, because these are orcs from the map. And there is a bounty hunter on this map as well, so you can totally just trade in for blue gear, and they come in intervals like level 16 to 26 or whatever, and then 30 to 40 blah blah blah. Oh no! So I've just stepped on a trap there, and at the top you'll see you are injured. This person just healed me for some reason, when all I need was the minor injury kit. So you consume that and I'm no longer injured. So that's basically it. That's why people carry those injury kits around. I mean, to me, I don't care. It's just annoying that the more injuries you pick up, the slower you get. And of course, don't forget to pick up your gold. So, you know, very early on the stream, and I know there's some of you that joined me much later on, but I said earlier in comparison, like Neverwinter's combat, if you look at it in a certain way, it's pretty much Diablo in an MMO, you know, third-person format. You've got the clicky combat skills, basic attacks, and then you've got your skill buttons, and then you've got loot popping up all over the landscape that you just walk over to pick up. And I can totally see the attraction there to players who like that sort of action RPG combat system only in an MMO format. I mean, it's definitely different, and I play so many games, guys. I'm not fucking kidding. I mean, if you follow my channel, you know that I jump here and there, and I've seen combat systems. Oh, I stepped on another one. Are you freaking kidding me? So I'm gonna use another bound injury kit, and that's what gold is good for. Thank you, Arane, for healing me there. I can do it too. I can totally heal. That's me healing. And I've got this as well that can heal stuff. Oh, there's more stuff in the chat that I don't understand. Brava, poi I leave 60 avremo le stesse missioni. Oh, it could be Italian. Oggi si seti impegni puoi arrivare anche al converi. Questo tizio il paladino lui protegge il Jura. Well, I'm the paladin, so probably talking about me. It's probably shit talking to me right now, and I have no idea what they're saying. They're probably saying this paladin has no idea what the hell he's doing. This is great. I love it. Ah, capito. Ah, capito. Whatever that means. Jay says they're saying Punk is a shit tank. Gigi Marshall says when you get to 30, you have to choose between one of two specializations for pallets, tank, or heals. Are you talking? You're not talking about the Paragon things, right? Oh, I guess I'll go with it. This is like a semi-boss fight, but it's not actually the final boss. This is just one of many bosses that you'll find in a dungeon. And you know, because it is like a dungeon, yeah, it's like there's an echo and stuff, so you will hear echo. It's kind of annoying sometimes because there will be some bosses in here that yell and scream, and those can get pretty loud when amplified. And it's pretty dark, so the chances of me stepping on another trap are very, very high. Okay, one more hidden door. Oh yeah, it is Italian. It's not Spanish because it's right there. It's right there on your guild. It says Italian Winter. That's their guild name. Can you guys see that? So that's pretty cool. And I thought it was Spanish. So I could just totally read what they're saying in like an Italian slang, and just I could learn how to speak Italian. Hi, Dias Plagato I punti talento. See? Oh my god. Segui internet for material. Oh, lihai Messia Kaskasa. The only Italian I know is AC Roma, Palermo, Juventus, Fiorentina, Francesco Totti, Del Piero, footballers and football clubs, soccer, nerds. That's the extent of my Italian knowledge. Chievo, Udinese, what other clubs are there? Empoli, Vienna. A lockbox, I'm staying away from that. We're pretty near another boss, I'm pretty sure of it. I'm just making sure they're catching up. Got a Beastmaster over here. And this terrain is pretty further on. There's going to be like holes or cliff edges that you can fall down if you want to watch your step. So that's some self-healing there, even though I'm pretty sure I don't need it. This is one of these party members do really good. But my healing skill, which is the tap button, actually does put a dot, like a mini dot. So there is a good reason. So yeah, I nearly fell down, and my companion actually just fell down there. So that's what you want to be careful of. Gandalf. Silly Gandalf. Oh no! No, did you fall? Yeah. Arano fell down. So yeah, that's a really tricky turn. Alright, check your chat. Digimeister said there's a lot of loot too, and campaigns are grindy as fuck, like D2. D3 I mean. Use your mechanic tab or taunt. Punk says the only Italian I know is Latin. Digimeister says not Paragon, that's separate again. It's like a designation subclass. Okay, and that's at level 30 you say, or 26? I'll make sure to be ready for that. I'm only 3 levels away, and I'll probably... Oh no! Hang in there, Corian. I got you, buddy. I got you. Oh man, he went on without us and got down to half health. He's probably testing to see what I'd do. Tipo serrare lui dentro quel cerchio blu che fa. He's probably cursing me right now. It's just so fun just to say it out loud. Sorry guys. That Italian could be annoying, guys, but I just like reading it out loud. Alrighty, boss. I'm just gonna go in and take the brunt of the damage because I am heavy armor. And save the grief from my teammates, I suppose. I don't have like a taunt or anything. There we go. Pretty sure they can deal with the ads. The ads there. That was nice. Nice stunning skill got rid of him. Like having that bird melee, that's great. Awesome. So boss down, 50 seals of the adventurer. I got a bunch of stuff as well. Anything cool? Not a lot of blue loot dropping that requires you to roll, neat, greed. Yeah, those things happen here as well, but I haven't really seen any of that. So moving on, let's kill Vanzi Bloodscar. That's like the final boss, I believe. Ooh. Oh, yay! Campfire! Can do my daily prayer. Awesome. Let's invoke. Sweet. So experience points. AD and all that good stuff. Great, and I should probably use that as well. Get that bonus going. The final boss here. Sweet. Just making sure there are no traps here. Oh, there's a trap there, but I think that guy took the brunt of it.
You die now.
Two orcs here, and some ambush at the back. So, you know, dungeon ROMs are literally dungeon ROMs, D&D style dungeon crawling, and a lot of player-made like Foundry quests. They all follow a pretty similar mechanic, which is, you know, dungeon crawling, going through, you know, caverns that they designed by placing all the different assets and, you know, being creative at it. But there are some really creative Foundry quests out there. I played a few back in the day in 2013 because I was when I first joined Neverwinter. Again, as I said, the reason I joined Neverwinter was to take part in the Foundry. I just wanted to be a content creator, and I was part of a guild that did nothing but create Foundry quests. So I was pretty heavily involved, and then I stopped. So I've seen a lot of the early Foundry quests that were really awesome. Probably next week we'll take a look at the Foundry. I don't know if I can play my own quests, but trust me when I say this, I have published quests. I have made stuff. And I wonder if I can actually play my own stuff. That could be embarrassing, because it's 3 years old. It could be horrible, it could be crap. But it will be fun. Alright, here we are, final boss. You've discovered a new campsite, respawn unlocked. I'm gonna let them handle that. And what's my backspace like? I've got a few slots here. So. Shall I hit it? Alright. Where's my party? We're missing somebody up there. Alright, checking in on chat here. G says, I know a bit of Italian, but CB Fed typing it. Mr. Saxon said, these guys chat too much. Are you talking about the party members I have? I mean, it's not too bad. Or are you talking about the guys in chat, like Punk and Jay? You got called out, Jay. Nah, he probably means the guys in chat. So Vancy Blitzcar, oh, here we go. I'm gonna go in and start the fight. He's not having any. Put up that, take reduced damage. There's a cold attack going on. She really loves to move around. Oh, Corian is in trouble. Oh boy, he's gonna go. What the hell? Come on, buddy. Stay out of the crap. I don't get why Corian is in the red stuff. He should really want to be there. If anything, let the guy with the shield handle it. Can't they like use a pot or anything? Still at 30% health. I'm getting worried for that. Oh, there we go. It's over. And there's a chest at the bottom. So we can just jump down. Oh, there's the end screen I was talking about. I'll check that in a sec. So there's I got the daily chest key, which I can use it on this one. So when you hit F, this will consume your daily dungeon key, so I'm just going to click OK. And unfortunately, you have no control on what you get, so this is a, what is this, arm and 200 Seal of Adventure. I'm going to go ahead and... Sweet! Now let's go through some of the stats here. Field Medic, most healing, me. Most enemies killed, me, with 146. And what's the next stat? Most damage dealt, me, with 188,000? You gotta be kidding me. That's weird. Immovable object, most damage taken. Me and not me. It's Corian for that last bit of boss fight where you're just standing in the shit. He probably wanted to get first on that, which is why you just stand in shit. But yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. That little stat again. It can either be a real ego booster, or it could be a source of grief. And this is the portal you want to hit out. So it's a fun dungeon romp in your early level dungeons in Neverwinter. It's just a quick 20-30 minute romp for gear and seals and currency, and it's this the story. There's some story like that orc thing that's all part of the map of where it's at, but it's not significant in any way. But it does have a dungeon story, and it's related to the map that you find the dungeon in. So that's cool. Otherwise, if there was no story to it, then it's incohesive, it's boring. You're just doing it for a daily romp, essentially. Alright guys, I think this is where I'm going to call it for tonight and carry on my adventures throughout the week, Monday to Friday, and hopefully I will be near 70 by next weekend. So this is a good opportunity for me to talk to you guys in chat right now. Jay says, the day someone can call me out and beat me in shit talking is the day I will leak my nudes. GG Meister says, I have 60 CW on PC. CW is the control wizard. Played Neverwinter in the beta. Foundry was pretty cool. Jay says, damn bro, that wind was sound heavy last night outside the skip bin you live in. Mr. Saxon says, been watching you, Adrian. Am off to play Secret World Legends. Thank you, Mr. Saxon. Appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, go enjoy your Halloween in Secret World Legends. I will see you soon. To everybody else, yeah, I will be continuing my Neverwinter adventures. I mean, so far, I've showed you guys the daily dungeon thing. I've showed you guys just basic questing, what level 21 to 23 it looks like, essentially. Gone through a lot of what my thoughts are so far in the early levels. By next weekend, we're going to do a lot more. I promise I'll be at a high enough level where I can check out some of the things that GG Meister was talking about, like, what my subclass is, what are artifacts, and what are rune stones, and a lot more stuff. Even crafting. I haven't gotten to crafting in this stream, but I absolutely will in the next stream. And then there's PvP that I haven't done yet. So yeah, lots more to do in Neverwinter. So do stay tuned to that. I'll make a playlist for this one and put it right beside the first one as well. So if you're watching this leveling stream for Neverwinter for the first time, this is the second stream. There is a first stream that I've linked. You can click on the cards and you'll see like the first stream. So check that out to see how it all started and what my initial impressions were back then. And yeah, that's about it. GG Meister says that low level HR aggro. Jay says when you getting a bed instead of sleeping on newspaper punk. I actually asked him that, Jay, earlier on, whether he had a bed or not. Apparently not. Oh, Punk says I stole one recently, just finding a nice place. So yeah, great. So those of you that are watching for the first time, brand new to the channel, thank you for dropping by. This is a leveling stream. It all leads up to a full in-depth review at the end of the month. Hopefully another 10 reasons to play, and it's going to be for Neverwinter. For those of you in chat like GG Meister, hey, thank you GG Meister for all the information. It's super helpful having a level cap Neverwinter player here, giving me some insight, giving me the tips, and all that information is great. Good to see all the usual suspects as well. Jay and Punk, Graspy for hanging out, awesome. John for jumping in earlier. Rico, who else I saw. Let's do the rounds, shall we? Mr. Saxon, awesome, thank you. Frank Fernandez. Oh man, I totally missed you in chat. So sorry, Frank. But he asks, what is this game about? Neverwinter is basically a free-to-play MMORPG based on the Dungeons and Dragons setting. I believe it's the 4th edition. So, and it's the setting, the location is in the Sword Coast, Neverwinter. So it's just got stories and dungeons and everything you'd expect basically from an MMO. Yeah, sorry I got back to you late. There's also something here. GG Meister says, open your journal and go to campaigns. Let me just do that real quick. So this is my journal, and I open it hitting the J key. And then there's tabs up here. I've got achievements, I've got lore, and I've got... Are these campaigns? GG Meister, is this what you're talking about? Sleeping Dragon Bridge? Return of the Crown. Oh, there's stuff in here that I have totally not claimed. Wow, Tower District, have not claimed this as well. Benign over the Third Eye, have not done this, but this is a campaign. Oh man, I've got some homework to do this week, and I'll be able to tell you guys all about it next weekend. Content wise, I mean, as a free-to-play MMO, there's a bunch of things that you can do. Like, I'm discovering this Chronicles thing for the first time. So yeah, Dungeon Master Portobello's game that's locked right now. And then there's like a bunch of those. Oh, there it is. That Jungles of Chult, that's the new campaign update. And then you got the Cloak Ascendancy, Icewind Dale. So those are all here. Those are level 70. So a lot of these are level gated. So that's cool. That's super cool. Awesome. You just need to complete a bunch of quests and then you can claim them. So that's interesting. Thank you, GG Meister. Did not see that at all. That's great. Thank you for pointing that out. Alright then, I guess that's it for me. I'm gonna head to bed. Guys in chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Those of you that are not in chat but are watching this silently, appreciate you hanging out as always. Neverwinter is going good so far. I am kind of enjoying it, and hopefully I could get the review out as soon as possible. And this is a good time to also put it in your head that I want you guys to start thinking about what MMO you'd like to see me play through and level up and review at the end after Neverwinter. It's totally up for grabs. I'm open to suggestions, so if you have an MMO in mind that you want me to review after Neverwinter, you can start leaving them in the chat right now, which will totally show up when we watch the stream. Or you can totally just leave a comment, or you can tell me on Twitter, you can tell me on Facebook. There's social media links in there as well. And if you want to join the Discord, you can totally join the Discord. I wonder if there's like a Discord link in my video. I may have forgotten to put that there, but yeah, we do have a Discord. If you want to get into our Discord, just let me know, anywhere, and I'll send you the link to join our Discord. We can just chat, hang out, and that's a good place to give me suggestions on what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future, or what games you'd like me to review in the future. So that's what it's there for. Alright guys, I am totally out of here. Again, thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you guys sometime next week for the next stream or video. So, once again, I'm Adrian. I'm heading off. There you guys.